Hey Scorpio, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a little bonus for you guys since you've been gone. So Gemini retrograde is moved now into a Mercury retrograde in Taurus. So you could be experiencing some issues with communication, of course, but this part of retrograde may be the more emotional part, not so much the everything screwing up part. But the more emotional part about purging and releasing something that may be coming back around in your world as a lesson. So, let's see what's been going on since you've been gone, Scorpio. Lessons learned, learning lessons, excuse me. And synchronicities, hidden emotions. Trapped is in the reverse, so someone has freed themselves of something. Of course, this could be divine counterpart situation for some of you. There may be a confession coming your way, Scorpio, from a person who has been on your mind, or a person who you're thinking of, while this read's going on. Someone's coming back. Looks like to confess to you how they feel. So let's see, that's an everyday deal for Scorpio sometimes. Okay. Let's see what's been going on since you've been gone. So since you've been gone, this person's been having intervention happen from the universe. They've been seeing synchronicities, they've been closing out cycles, and they've been learning lessons. This could largely also be about a vulnerability or lack thereof. Scorpios have a really hard time sometimes with being vulnerable to other people. We think what we think and we see what we see, and we make our deductions based on that, right? But sometimes we only let others see what we want them to see. Scorpios are very private people. They don't want everybody knowing, what's ticking off up here. So vulnerability could be a lesson for you that you're experiencing and the other party. About being vulnerable to one another and not being afraid to be vulnerable to one another. So let's see what we got. Okay, yeah, Three of Pentacles, making plans. So since you've been gone, this person has been dealing with their vulnerability issues. They've been dealing with closing out cycles and learning lessons about themselves and how they relate to love relationship. The universe has been intervening with signs and synchronicities in their world. Getting into alignment with what it is that they truly desire. What's their authentic self? And so now they're making plans to put those lessons into play. Decisions have been made regarding making a small offer toward you, Scorpio. It looks as though maybe an apology is also incoming. I'm sorry I ghosted you. I'm sorry I left you. I'm sorry I behaved that way. I'm sorry I behaved in such a way that you felt like you had to catapult me out of your life. That's certainly not where I want to be. Overcoming issues, going deep into meditation, going deep into their psyche about how they behave. How do others perceive them? What have they done? What's the responsibility in this situation for them? So the important part to hear here is they are learning to take responsibility for their actions. And they're owning their actions, right? Now, that's a respectable thing. And they want a new beginning with commitment. It's been on their mind. They've been trying to plan and plot. It's not a good word, but they've been trying to plan about how do they come back into your energy field? How do they come back to you with this apology and asking for another start? So let's see kind of how they're feeling about you. So since you've been gone, you've been on their mind. I mean, you may have physically been gone, but, in the mental state, you're still very much active in their mind. So let's see how they're feeling about you. Okay. They remember you being very loving, giving, nurturing, right? Scorpio's been coming out a lot in my reads as the Queen of Cups. I never usually associate Scorpio with Queen of Cups. I most often associate Scorpio with Queen of Swords. But Scorpio in my reads have been showing up as Queen of Cups. So this is a softer side of Scorpio, perhaps, that we're seeing. They remember you being this way, and they also remember you rejecting them as a result of their lack of emotion, their lack of love, their lack of demonstrative love, their lack of words, their lack of passion, emotion, right? And also maybe there were some conversations that were had that weren't so great, that were kind of negative and full of lack. And they remember that they were not giving you what you needed at the time, or what you need, period. And so that's why you kind of catapulted them out of your life. And because you sensed a lack there, they were not going to be able to meet your needs. So now they realize that. So let's see what, because of their own behavior. So let's see what they're going to do. They're going to work hard, okay? They're going to muster up this courage, find their inner strength, which they're on the way to doing here. And they're going to make this work. They're going to maintain the balance. They've learned, I think, that an inner world is reflected in an outer world, right? So symptoms in the outer world are just a reflection of what's going on in here. And so I think they're trying to maintain their balance that way. They've had an awakening. They've had a little bit of an epiphany. And they want to know, okay, great. Now that I've put these lessons into play, I want to move forward with Scorpio. How do I do that? So that's kind of where they're at on that thing. So let's see why, though. Let's ask the question, why do they want a new start with Scorpio? Okay, they walked away from something that they did not want to walk away from. They had to walk away because of toxicity and betrayal energy. Okay? They've kind of cleaned that up. They've learned how to clean that up. So now they want to come back and ask for this new beginning. Cat's out of the bag. So why? Because they realized that the relationship ending was as a result of you laying the shit down. You laid it down to them. And you said, hey, you know what? You can't give me this. You can't give me that. It's like talking to a cactus over here. You know, you don't have enough heart for me because you're locked inside yourself because you are not facing your own issues. Scorpio was like, I got shit to do. Bye. I've got some fulfillment to have over here. Okay, bye. See you later. I've got to maintain my own balance and move forward. Because you're the prize, right? But also because you had enough confidence in yourself to know better. Spidey senses kicked in. This person had a lot of loose ends to tie up, okay? And so you kept it moving. You put your foot down on those burdens and you made some decisions about what to overcome. Do I have the energy to deal with this or not? You completed your karma and you decided what was most precious to you. So having the guts and the balls to do that basically catapulted this person into a mode in which they had to say to themselves, hey, you know, look, Scorpio can do that, you know, and they're the most important thing in my life. But the problem is I have an issue with vulnerability. And I can't admit how I feel about that to them. I can admit what goes on in my mind to them. And that's what Scorpio wants the most from me. So they've kind of ironed this out and now they're coming back and they're going to lay it on the table, you know, and it's going to be up to you at that point whether or not you want to move forward with this person. But the desire and willingness is going to be on their end to move forward with you. You've got asking for a new opportunity for emotional fulfillment. I've reprioritized my life. Now I know what's important to me. And so you've got them coming back, communicating to you that they want this new opportunity with you. So watch out, Scorpio. You got somebody coming back because they can't get you out of their heads. So I'll see you guys shortly for first half June.